Hi everyone, Steele again. On behalf of Craig and myself, thanks for being members. I wanted to remind you to clean your machines pre-workout and post-workout, and to stay safe. This series right here is going to be on the circuit machines. I'm going to do chest, shoulders, and back. Chest, shoulders, and back. I'm going to show you which circuit machines to use. I recommend people don't just come in here and just do cardio. Come and try the circuit machines. Learn how to use different pieces of machinery to stay engaged. I'll walk you back here. You walk in the front door, you take a left, you see cardio row. As you walk behind cardio row, you're going to see the core zone, which is for abs. I recommend that all members of the gym follow a protocol of coming in and doing, say, 20 minutes on the treadmill, and then, or 20 minutes on any of the pieces of cardio that I've recommended. Coming back here and trying each machine that I'm recommending, do, say, 3 sets of 20 reps. Make sure you share your machinery with other people. Obviously, as long as we're not in a social distancing phase, and clean up the machine pre and post. But just remember that if you're working out somewhere, it usually only takes you maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds to do your set, and then you usually take 1 minute or 2 minute breaks, so someone else can work in there with you. If you're comfortable with that, and most people should be, that's part of the protocol of the gyms, is to share the machinery, and most gym people are very good about that. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you as we walk by the core zone, the ab area, and you get to our first circuit machine, which will be like a chest fly, which is for your chest, and a rear delt, which is for your shoulders, type machine. Then you're going to get to a bicep curl machine, and then you're going to get to the shoulder machine. And this is called the overhead press machine, or the shoulder press machine. You can get to know the machine right here. You'll be able to recognize it as the overhead press right here. And the way you use these machines is really simple. There's yellow buttons that tell you things move. What I like to do is I like to identify where they are first. I'll look behind the machine. There is no yellow button back here, so this cannot be adjusted. I'll look below the seat, and I'll see that there is an adjustment. And I'll look over here, and I'll see that there are adjustments here. This is an incremental weight, so you can adjust incrementally as you need. You can also put this incremental weight away. What I like to do is I like to start with 1 plate or 2 plates. Tell people, learn the machine first. Put on a couple plates, do 20 reps. See where your hand placement feels most comfortable. So from here, what I'll do is I'll grab the, you have to grab the seat to release the pressure from the pin. So as the pin goes into its connection, it creates a friction environment. So if I lean down on this and I try to pull it out, it's not going to happen. So what I recommend people do is I recommend people lift ever so slightly, and then that comes out and it moves very easily. So as you notice there, pushing down, I cannot even pull it out. Just releasing a little bit of pressure, just a pound or 2, that becomes a very simple process. Then what I'll do is I have the weight set up. I'll sit down on a piece of machinery to figure out where I am, if I can get in comfortably, if that feels comfortable on my shoulder from the initial part of the push. And then what I'll do is I'll figure out if I want my hands to be here, if I want my hands to be here, or I want my hands to be here, depending on the type of movement that I want to do. But in most cases, you have a lot of options here. You have a lot of options of the way you can use this piece of machinery. And that's why I recommend people get to know your piece of machinery. Try it out, get to know it. From here, I'd recommend, obviously, cleaning off your piece of machinery, doing your 3 sets of, say, 20, sharing with other people. And what we'll move from here is we'll move from the shoulder to the chest piece of machinery. The chest, as you can see, I always look for the yellow knobs, yellow, yellow, yellow. And as we already know from that one, there is no yellow behind to adjust the back. From here, I'll go ahead and I'll adjust the increment to 0. So that's a 50% weight increment between there. And I'll go ahead and sit down and see how she feels on me right now. Notice that maybe it's a little high on my chest, so I would like to bring the seat up ever so slightly. So I'll reach down, drive my heels into the ground, release the pressure ever so slightly, and adjust the seat. So if I remain seated and I try to pull it out, it's not going to happen. So what I'll do is I'll do that. Feels a little better on my chest and my shoulder now that I'm a little bit higher. As you can see, I can do my chest from here, do my chest from here. If I find that the chest is maybe a little close to my chest and I want to adjust that, it's a very simple process of just stepping up, pulling on here and adjusting it. You can also do it from here if you feel like you can. And what I do from there is I release a little bit of pressure from the pin. Simple as that. If you don't release pressure from the pin, it's a little bit tighter. So let's just say I want to move it away. I'll make sure it clicks in. Feels good. And from there, you can just simply drive using your chest. Love this piece of machinery because it's got so many different ways that you can work your chest. And as you can tell, it's probably a little too far away from my chest right now. But from here, it's really simple. It's an easy piece of machinery to use, easy to adjust. I want to move the seat up. It's that simple. I feel like I want to move this a little bit closer to my chest. It's pretty simple to use. So once you get adept at that, I would highly recommend while you're working out here, watch and observe the other members. To me, that's the key. You learn the etiquette of the gyms, you learn how to use the gyms, you watch what other members are doing, you get to know other people, and you get to learn other exercises. I'm giving you the basics. Once you've learned these, you can pretty much use all the machines, but I do recommend you watch other people and learn from them, because that's going to be the way that you really get comfortable. From there, we've got the leg machine, leg extension machine, we have the leg press machine, and we have the hamstring curl machine. I'll get back to these machines in a minute. We also have the adductor and the adductor machine, which is for the inner and outer thigh. We have the lat pull down, which is for the back. And we also have the row. So this is the row. This is the row rear delt, which is basically for your back as well. So I'm going to give you this back exercise to learn. It's really pretty simple. Yellow button, yellow button, yellow button. The increment is already up. I'm going to adjust the weight to say 1 or 2. And then I'm going to go ahead and check to see how I feel. Sit down, look at it. I feel like I could probably be even a little bit further away. So from here, as you can see, I've got the habit of pulling back ever so slightly to release some pressure. Wait for it to click. Then I have the option of putting my hands here. I have the option of putting my hands here. And I have the option of putting my hands here. Depending on how I feel, and how my shoulder feels, and how my back feels. When I want to work, you can bring it down a little, you can raise it up a little, and then you can always put it back. Don't be afraid of doing a little bit of that. Now, if I wanted to raise the seat or lower the seat, very simple process. Put my hand underneath, as you can tell right here. I'm just using my knee as a brace, hand underneath, and then adjust it accordingly. It's a little high right now, so let's just say I want to put it down right there is perfect. Right there. It's right there. Pretty simple to use. All I did was use my fingers. That's it for now. On the next one, I'm going to show you, I'm going to do a little bit of legs, and then the final one, I'm going to do arms. Appreciate you guys following me through this. Thanks.